Okay, so happy Tuesday, everyone. I can already tell you what my low is. I totally messed up the title of yesterday's video. See, up until yesterday, whenever I would review a One Piece manga chapter, I was trying to, because I'm trying to keep count how many chapters we're gonna get this year, and I completely forgot I was supposed to say I was supposed to call yesterday's video the 14th One Piece manga chapter of 2023. I mean, I fixed it on YouTube, so yeah, if you see a title called the 4th One Piece manga chapter of 2023, that's yesterday's video. I originally titled it, I forgot Ichiro Oda was a fan of Game of Thrones or something like that. But I fixed it. So there you go. I just feel so silly that I messed it up yesterday. My high, on the other hand, is what would constitute as my high? I guess the only thing that would come to mind is yes, you know what? I do have I do have a high. It's that yesterday I saw a preview for the newest season of America's Got Talent. I can't wait. Just literally 1 week from today. I'm excited. You know what? I don't think the timing could have been any better. I truly do believe the timing for when America's Got Talent comes out could not possibly be any better than right now. And I, for one, am rather excited for that. My act of kindness was actually, I did a couple things yesterday for my parents. Yesterday I emptied and filled their dishwasher when I visited. And my parents are actually having a guest come. And my parents actually reconfigured my old room to a room for my nephews to sleep in. So they have a guest coming this week, and they wanted me, my mom wanted me to remove one of the beds and box springs out of my old room and then put it in the room where their guest is going to be sleeping or where the guest is going to be sleeping. So I did all that. And honestly, when I was first told to do that, I was actually kind of dreading it because, like, the last time I moved that bed and box spring, like, I think it was just my mom being like, oh, I can't move it, can you move it? So maybe it was just a matter of me being lazy, but I did it. So as of right now, the guest that my parents are going to be entertaining for a while now has a bed to sleep in. Although I'm like, you have a guest room, why don't you just use it? See, basically, it's my room and my brother's old room. And the guest is going to be sleeping in my brother's old room. That's where I put the bed and box spring in. So you do have a guest room, but the problem is, it's usually where my parents put their laundry after everything's clean. And there's also a closet, but it is very much occupied with clothes already. Specifically nice clothes that my father has. So, yeah, honestly, my brother's old room just might be the best place. Although, if my mom is entertaining my nephews and one of their beds is gone, there may actually be a problem. Yep. That's about it for low and high active kindness. The only thing to be more excited about is Hot Ones is coming back this week. Okay, well, I'm going to the lake, but before I go to the lake, we have Hot Ones. And so, I have not looked on Because usually if you look on First Week Feast's Instagram, you'll know who the guest is going to be, because they usually give a hint and then later they reveal who the guest is. I have not seen the guest yet. I was tempted to, but I did not. So without further delay, let us look at the 13th Hot Ones guest of 2023. Yeah, I'm also keeping track of how many Hot Ones guests we're getting this year, too. Let me open up the internet. We're going to First Week Feast Instagram. I want to look directly at the camera, okay? And, okay, so before I see who it is, the only hint that I personally know, and that's what Sean mentioned, is the premier guest is going to be from Kansas City. Now, it could be that they are originating from Kansas City, they are currently living in Kansas City, anything involving Kansas City. And I first guessed it was Patrick Mahomes. Seriously, if I look right now, I'll see who it is. I'm not going to just yet because I want to tell you what my guess is. I mean, to say that they're from Kansas City, where the bomb beyond insanity is made, it can't be a coincidence. I can't think of who else it could possibly be. So without further delay, the 13th Hot Ones guest of 2023 is... Oh. I was not expecting that. Well, folks, it's not Patrick Mahomes. It is Jason Sudeikis of Ted Lasso fame. Okay. Alright. I was not expecting this. I'm very pleasantly surprised. I mean, yeah, it really would be easy to have someone like Patrick Mahomes or whatever famous football player just went to the Super Bowl. But you know what? I think I'm okay with I think I'm okay. I have a problem. I have no problem with Jason Sudeikis. I have no problem with Jason Sudeikis being on Hot Ones. Thank you. Why couldn't I talk this morning? So, I guess as long as I am talking about Jason Sudeikis, I could probably talk about my experience with any of Jason Sudeikis' works. I've never seen Ted Lasso. I heard it really wasn't very good, but only now has it just gotten better, I think. I think he was in that one really bad movie called Hall Pass. Okay. Oh. He was a cast member of SNL. I did not know that. I'm looking him up right now. Okay, Horrible Bosses, I remember. Horrible Bosses was good. I never saw the sequel. We're the Millers, I think, is... I want to say We're the Millers has now become like a cult classic, kind of. Is it? Oh. 49 Rotten Tomatoes, so I think it'll probably be a cult classic one day. Oh yeah. I forgot he was in the Angry Birds movie and 2019 sequel. Okay, so he's got a pretty decent filmography. What are they? He was a Semi-Pro, The Bounty Hunter, Hall Passes, mentioned that. The Campaign, Epic. Oh yeah! I forgot he was the principal in Booksmart. I love the movie Booksmart. That was one of my favorite movies of 2019. It was easily one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I mean, for those of you who don't know, the day I saw Booksmart, I got back from the theater, and this is back when I was living with my parents. I get back from the theater, and my parents told me that I was going to be an uncle after I saw that movie. So needless to say, Booksmart has a very special place in my heart. And Jason Sudeikis was in that movie. So, yeah, I suppose it's a bit of a full circle moment. I don't know. but yeah, maybe it is. But yeah, okay. I mean, let's be honest. Right now, if there's one thing Jason Sudeikis is known for, it's Ted Lasso. So you all know that. So we all know there's going to be at least one Ted Lasso related question. I don't think anyone's ever going to dispute that. The question is, like, what's the question about Ted Lasso going to be? I mean, yeah, there's always the question, is he even going to ask about Ted Lasso at all? Hey, Sean Evans is totally going to ask about Ted Lasso. Why wouldn't he? Like, I think only now has Ted Lasso really grown a lot in popularity. And to not talk about that would be a bit of a trying shame. He might ask about doing voiceover work in movies like both of the Angry Birds movies and Epic. He might talk about some of his earlier works, specifically on SNL and being a stand-up comedian. There's actually a lot of places where this could go. Although, I get the feeling, because The Bomb Beyond Insanity is from Kansas City, where Jason Sudeikis is from. Actually, let me look up one last thing. Yeah. He is okay. He was born in Fairfax, Virginia, but his family moved to Overland Park in Johnson County, Kansas. Okay, so don't know how far that is from Kansas City, but Sean wasn't wrong. Jason said, I mean, he said the gas is from Kansas. Oh, Kansas City. So, yeah, technically it checks out. Well, I'll give a point. I mean, I'm not looking for perfection here. Yeah, we do not ask for perfection here. Unless I say we ask for perfection, in which case we do ask for perfection. But here we're not asking for perfection at the moment. I overcomplicated that to be funny. So this is a very interesting turn of events. I definitely got thrown for a loop just now. I'm not mad though. No. Listen, guessing who's going to be on Hot Ones during the season, you might as well be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Especially if you're new to Hot Ones and you're like, ooh, I wonder if that guest ought to be on Hot Ones. And it turns out that guest already was on Hot Ones, you just wouldn't know it yet. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I have no problem with Jason Sudeikis being on Hot Ones. I think Jason Sudeikis is going to be funny. I think there's going to be some pretty memorable moments. And I feel it's a worthy beginning to an otherwise exciting new season. Gosh, 21 seasons. Can you believe that? And it really shows no signs of stopping. I mean, listen, I know that Sean Evans once teased that if the showrunner Chris Schoenberger was ever a guest on Hot Ones, that would be the series finale. But personally, as long as there's famous people, and as long as those famous people are finding some ways to become relevant, especially in the moment, or at the time, like they have a new show coming out, a new movie coming out, maybe perhaps they wrote a new book that had been filmed in deGrasse Tyson. Like if they have something relevant that's coming out, they would want to, they need to promote that movie or thing that's about to come out as much as possible. And Hot Ones, for all intents and purposes, for as sadistic as an idea of a show as that is, it's a great platform to promote stuff. It is. There's no denying it. It really is one of the best shows on the internet right now. And lots of people are starting to take notice. I mean, lots of people already did take notice, but as time's gone on, Hot Ones really is going to become a lot bigger than most people even begin to fathom. So, needless to say, to Sean Evans, Chris Schoenberger, and all the good people behind Hot Ones, you really should feel very proud of what you do. You should feel very blessed that you have the jobs that you have now. And you should be very thankful to many of your fans, including this. Personally, okay, so for those of you who don't know, like, you know how some things have like groups of fans, and those groups of fans that have names? Like the most obvious example would be Deadheads for the Grateful Dead, or the Kiss Army for, Kiss. The group name for, or not group name, but the name for Hot Ones fans is Spice Lords. Personally, I don't hate it, but I know for a fact you can do better than that. That's why personally, you know what? Why not Hotheads? Hotheads would make for a great, name for Hot Ones fans. Because it's funny. It definitely goes in closer in naming the title of the name of the show, so that made no sense what I just said. Can you tell I'm tired? I lost a lot of sleep thinking, okay, I cannot see who the Hot Ones guest is. Seriously, this is my first time. Listen, every single Hot Ones guest that has been revealed, I hadn't seen until I did the video. Because I wanted like a live, real, 100% sure reaction. Although I guess it does beg the question. Because let's say that somehow, some way, by the grace of God, I get on Hot Ones. Am I going to do a reaction for me? Well, here's the thing. Because it's no secret that the folks at Hot Ones record their episodes in advance. So I think the question is, I would. So you know what? I would definitely do a reaction to see if I'm the next guest. That's the thing. If. Because they've also have revealed that some episodes have been filmed out of order from when they premiere. So it's quite possible they could film mine and not air my episode until near the end of the season. I give you one of the first ones that they do, and they may not premiere until near the very end of the season. So it's a bit of a toss-up. But I would definitely do something like that. I would totally do am I going to be next? Am I going to be next? But, tis but a dream. And maybe someday I will be on Hot Ones. But sadly, that time is not now. However, I can definitely say that for now, I am a huge fan of the show. I've been a huge fan of the show for probably since 2017. And I, like the show no signs of stopping. Let me remember that. And I, like Hot Ones itself, show no signs of stopping. I could also apply that logic to making videos every day, but you probably knew that at this point. I hope you all liked this video, and if you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. As always, I am very humble to make this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for them. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Yeah, I did do Happy Tuesday, didn't I? Happy Tuesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, is going to be here to lend you. Always everybody. Take care. Make good choices. 607 all day, baby.